Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Punch House, the online show where humans take to the internet to do what they do best, argue with each other over trivial nonsense. And here comes the only person with the machismo to bring you this madness, your host, Brieana Woodward.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Punch House with me, your host Brieana, and today my special guest to help me figure out who the #1 bare knuckle brawler in the topic of serial killers is my friends Ian Reiland-Smith, Matt Woodland, and Olly Iconic. How's it going, guys?
Thanks, Brieana. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Good to be here.
Hell yeah. All right, so we are just gonna discuss who we think would win in a bare knuckle fight. Now remember the rules, there's no weapons involved, no calling for backup, so let's see how we do. So, all right, my pick is classic. She had a movie made about her. It is Eileen Warnos. She was a woman, she killed men. You know, that's a pretty bad bitch right there. And so for that reason, her attack, she killed like 7 men over the course of a year, so I'm going to give her attack speed like a 4. She's real quick with it. But to be fair, she did kill them by shooting them at point blank range. Right. So yeah, I don't think she's very strong. So for that reason, I give her strength probably like a 2. She did have kind of those methy, sinewy arms. Not much to her. She just kind of she's out here. But
how much of her body strength?
Olive oil body.
Yeah, she does have olive oil body. You know what they say, but I don't know. Great serial killer. But so for her defense, though, she looks like a bitch who could take a punch. Like, she only killed men who, like, you know, did bad things to her. Like, she did it. So I'm gonna give her defense a 4. She's kind of a tank in that way. And stamina, same reasoning pretty much. I'm gonna give it a 3 because, like, I don't think she can go forever, but I think for what she does do, I think she might be able to take you in the, like, I don't know, she's squirrely, and she's probably on meth most of the time, and, like, I don't know, meth heads, they can go either way. They're either going right down, or they will not stop. So that's what I have to say. So let me kick it to Ian. Who's your pick?
My pick is Jeffrey Dahmer.
Okay.
Ooh, all right.
I think Jeffrey Dahmer, he has a lot of very valid stats.
Valid stats, he said.
Valid stats, yes. I'd give him on attack probably a 3. You know, he's tall. Actually, I might give him a 4 for the attack because he is pretty tall. He's 6 foot. Not as tall as me, but that's still pretty good. 6 foot.
M'lady.
Flexing his height.
Yeah, he did have to wear glasses though, so that's why he's not a 5.
Yeah.
Because he has the reach, but he may not have the accuracy.
That's fair. He's a fucking nerd. Noted.
Fucking nerd. And his strength, you know, I'd probably give him maybe a 3 or 4 in strength, because, you know, he ate protein, if you know what I mean.
No.
I give him a solid 4. It takes a lot of strength in a person to swallow the protein.
It really does.
Take protein, it gives you secret powers. Secret protein powers. Although his defense, I'd probably have to knock him on defense a bit, probably for the glasses. You know, that I actually haven't decided if that's a nerf or a buff, because it's hard to hit people when they're wearing glasses. You feel bad about it.
Oh, I was going to say that. I'm like, who wants to hit a guy with glasses?
Exactly. So I'm going to give him a 3 on defense.
That's fair.
2 if glasses is a nerf, and 4 if glasses is a buff.
I think 3 is a solid middle ground.
Yes, I agree. And then stamina, I think his stamina is a 5 at this point, because as he continues to fight, he can literally eat away at his opponent.
That is the best. Yeah, I think a cannibal was a very solid choice right out the gate. So,
yep.
Hell yeah. Do you have anything else to add?
And I think he'd have a special power where he's like Kirby, where he unhinges his jaw and sucks people in. But unlike Kirby, he doesn't steal their powers. He just fucking eats them.
All right, that's fucking solid. All right, let's kick it to Matt. Who do you got?
Matt Woodland here. I have Amelia Dyer, and her claim to fame is over 400 infants strangled until death. She saw it all the way through. And Amelia Dyer, you got Dye right in the last name right there. So it's like there, that alone is great. I'm going to actually start with her special attack, which is what she does is what she likes to do is she'll find who her opponent is. And Jeffrey Dahmer, I'd like to see if you have much of an appetite when you realize that your newborn niece has just been strangled to death, all right? It really takes a lot of the kick out of a street fight when you're grieving. That's, believe me, take it from me. You just don't have much gusto in you. So, sure, okay, so in her attack, okay, it's not going to be too much. It's a baby. How quick do you have to be for a baby? They'll wiggle, but they're still generally in the vicinity for strangling. And how easy is it to smother a baby? Simple.
Easy as
So we're going to easy peasy, baby. Literally. 2 for attack. Strength again. It's like all right, you can break and find china. It's like paper mache. They're fragile. It doesn't take much. We're going to give it a 2. Defense. They say a good defense is a strong offense. Maybe they say that. I'm not too into sports, but and pretty much what her defense is her opponent is going to be grieving, my friend. So that's the defense. So it's like when you're sad, I don't know if you ever consoled like a sad friend, but they cannot take a smack. They cannot take a punch. They're in no mood. They're sad. Stamina. We're going to go full 5. She's in it for the long haul. I don't know if you saw a picture of her, but she will not, I mean, dude, 400 babies.
She's ugly. I saw her.
That's like,
That's
infinity babies a day to get to 400. She has a lot of tenacity and stick-to-itiveness, and that's what I look for in a serial killer. Thank you.
Damn, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, she is a fucking terrifying woman. What would you give her defense?
I give her defense of 4.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah.
No, that's fair, but fucking, yeah, like, her face alone is very off-putting. Like, I don't know why they were letting her near the children to begin with. I think she might, she might even have some charisma points in there somewhere, because that bitch is terrifying. But, so is Jeffrey Dahmer. We'll get to it, But let's see what Olly has. What do you got?
I got Israel Key.
Oh.
And he has... We don't even know how many he killed, but I give him, for quick, I give him a 5. And I'm going to tell you why. Because he had people incapacitated, or, tied up and shit. He had them all tied up in 5-6 seconds. Done, okay? And also he planned in 2 years in advance. He'd planned a killing 2 years in advance. And he used to put kill kits in the ground. He'd bury a kill kit in the ground. And this is getting towards special attacks and everything. But that's at the end. But I'm going to say special attack is he can just dig something up out of the ground. I mean, he planned the fight 2 years in advance, dude. And it don't have to be a weapon. Maybe he needed something else. Pill or something. But anyway, the attack, no, defense I give a 5 to. I'm going to give you both a 5. Quick and defense got a 5.
Yeah.
Defense because, I mean, fuck, dude. I mean, he's planning 2 years in advance. I mean, that's,
It's a lot of planning power, but does that really give him the strength or the stamina?
Okay. Well, first of all, Dyer doesn't even look like she can fucking stand up straight.
Shots fired!
That woman. It just looked like someone out in the field picking berries. And Dahmer? Oh, yeah, I'll give you points for Dahmer, Ian. But the thing is, he had to knock people out before anything. And I don't even know how he got into that bro team, because them were all dead people. They ain't pumping.
All right. Okay, holy shit. Yeah, no, this guy, he's coming in hot. He's a fucking planner. All right, what would you, I don't know. I seen a picture of him. I don't think he doesn't look very strong.
I gave him for what was the other one? Yeah, I gave him a 3 for that. I gave him a 3 for strength because he does look a little.
He looks a little weak. I mean, he does. I think that's part of why he plans. He knows that he's not strong, so he's got to kind of
compensation.
He compensates, but stamina, like if something happens that he doesn't plan for, what would you?
Stamina. That's right. Stamina. Well, I don't give him a high grade on that.
Like a 2.
Yeah, I'm thinking a 2 because the thing is, it was bang bang quick stuff. I don't think he could really stand. He had to tie him up. So
yeah, he really all right, so this Israel Keys guy, he's got a quick attack. He's very quick on the attack. So how do you think he would do against Eileen, who's also?
Oh, that's right. Well, forgot about her.
See, if he, I don't know, is he a squirrely guy? Because, if he tries to fuck around, Eileen's gonna...
I think he's smart. I think he's smarter than Eileen because he was a real planner. And I think by the time him and Eileen would already been checkmate, dude. Checkmate.
Damn.
By the time those two got alone, it'd have been checkmate.
Done. So, you think so? I don't know, because, your guy seems to need to do a lot of binding, a lot of tying shit down, and she's quick on her feet. He plans, but she doesn't even know she's killing a guy that day. She's just like, oh, I guess I'm killing you now.
Yeah, she got some fucking psycho points on him, I think. I think she's got some hardcore psycho points, and he's psycho, but I think she's got some, she's probably got some extra oomph. I think it's going to be a good fight.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. All right, let's put a pin in that. So speaking of swallowing protein, Eileen, she was a prostitute. She definitely has experience. So Eileen versus Dahmer. They both got the protein, son. So what do you have to say? I think Eileen would just fucking throat punch him right in his gangly ass Adam's apple, and Dahmer would fucking drop. He ain't got nothing.
You don't think the glasses would help?
No, she did meth and was a prostitute and killed dudes for fun. She was like, fuck what you heard. She didn't care about no glasses. This is Eileen Warnos, okay?
Yeah, but if she gets too close to his throat with her hand, she might get sucked up. Jeffrey Dahmer. He might just eat her fist and then keep going like an anaconda, just shoving her into his face.
I wish I knew how tall she was. I feel like in my head she was equally as big. I didn't know I was going to be typing in Eileen Warnos stats, but when it comes to Dahmer, all right, she was. We don't know. We don't know how tall she was. This Wikipedia does not help me. But
yeah, I'm probably on a list now. Because I'm Googling all these serial killers.
Yeah, I mean, she's still my top pick, and she was from Florida, or at least that's where she was in prison, so it doesn't even matter her size.
But Israel Keys was in the Army.
He was in the... All right, so we have military experience. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Eileen can be benched for now, because, she's probably going to go suck a dick or something. So, Israel versus Dahmer.
It's a good one.
He will just eat you. He will eat you.
Yeah, I gotta give that one to Dahmer for sure.
Yeah, Dahmer
is a force to be reckoned with, for sure.
This Israel character, I suspect this might be more of a confession than a podcast situation. That's the vibe I'm picking up on.
I'm a killer.
Well, you have the personality and physicality of a killer, but no offense,
I think
Oh, God.
you are coming at us live and you are lit by a car light. You just came from burying a victim, and Ian just looks like the son of Dahmer that like got away. Like he looks like one of Dahmer's victims, just like a gentle little twink. Like, yeah.
Seeing what the guy could do.
Listen, he did have an affinity for young boys. So speaking of preying on children, like we haven't heard from Matt a lot, so let's do Dahmer versus Amelia Dyer. They kill children.
He killed many.
No, I mean, I think Amelia Dyer, I think it's a no-brainer. She's gonna definitely, you're not gonna be able, when you're grieving, when you're going through that kind of thing, you can't pull off. And I think Dahmer, it will have the capacity to not be able to, because yeah, sure, he's just a hungry character, you know, he's a little peckish or whatever, but that doesn't mean he doesn't feel, that doesn't mean he doesn't care. And like, he still wants his niece and his nephews and whatever, like, to go on. So I think, and that's the thing, because you don't suspect, I don't think you're going to expect Amelia Dyer. I think it's going to be over. He's not going to realize what hit him until it's too late. It's the psychological warfare that I think that he wouldn't be expecting in that situation.
She's an old lady.
That's right.
I mean, he does got you there. Like, one punch to the dome piece and Amelia's going down. Like, she looks like she's made out of crepe paper, and Jeffrey Dahmer is nothing but rape paper. I don't know. That was stupid. All right. Moving on. No. You know, I don't know. Does Dahmer feel sorrow?
No.
People.
He doesn't feel.
He don't feel
People.
He ain't grieving.
Yeah.
He dropped a hole in the kid's head, dude.
He not only eats people, but they were his lovers. Like, he goes on a date and he's like, sick, you're dead now, and I'm eating your parts and still fucking your corpse or something. Like, he was depraved, but
I liked them if they were dead.
Yeah, he preferred them dead.
Like a dead baby.
But, you know, I gotta give it to Amelia here. He does have a point with the psychological warfare. But, like, even then, Dahmer does have a lot of psychological shit, because he got away from police. Lest we forget, one of his victims found a police and was like, hey, SOS, and the cops were like, oh, you little scamp, go away, you're fine. And then, you know, what happened. So,
those police were stupid.
Exactly, and that was only one victim. Amelia, however, got away with killing 400 babies. Pound for pound, I don't know. I think Amelia.
That's a lot.
But they're babies. No one cared about them.
It's like 8 people.
Yeah, it's like 8 adults, and like she's got strong hands, and that's all you need. A bare knuckle.
Killed 17 people.
Who killed 17 people?
Dahmer.
Damn. Yeah, that ain't shit.
That's barely double digits. Try 400 on for size, my friend. That's the triple. Sure, they're just wiggly little babies. It's pretty much like stepping on caterpillars, but still, it's the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. And even like, okay, even if you're a sociopath, Jeffrey Dahmer's still trying to do that thing. He's trying to act and like fit into society. So he's going to be so busy acting like he's grieving that this lady will just come behind him and hit him with like Punch and Judy with a rolling pin.
Yeah, she, like, I don't know, this lady, she doesn't look like she tried fitting in for shit. She's got that fucking hooky ass bonnet and she is genuinely a terrifying woman. So speaking of terrifying women, we haven't talked about the cat fight yet. Cat fight! Eileen and Amelia. Let's do this. Fucking. All right.
Well,
so, go ahead. I'll let you go first.
I think Eileen's whole thing is she depends on men being sexually attracted to her and being like in that sexual frenzy of like, oh geez, I don't see the red flags that this person's gonna serial kill me. But my guy, Amelia Dyer, she's not gonna fall for that bullshit, dude. She like people give her their babies. They just hand over her babies for her to strangle them. She's not gonna fall for that. Just like, ooh, you got me. I don't know. She's not gonna have that black widow.
Orphans anyway.
I mean, so Amelia, so she just strangled babies, right? Like she just Like pillow.
Or yeah, suffocated. Yeah, not all strangling, some suffocating. I feel like maybe she shook a couple. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, all you gotta
All
do.
of them.
If you
All
shake it more
All the
than
classic
twice, you're playing
maneuvers.
with it.
Well, shaking, Eileen does drugs. She's constantly shaking. She knows how to shake. She knows how to handle a shakeroo. So I think I don't know. She's just gonna knuckle up, walk straight up to Amelia, who's gonna be all like, I'm gonna strangle you. And Amelia's just gonna be like, boop. Or Eileen is just gonna clock her right in the fucking chin. And she's just gonna go down. Because at the end of the day, body count or not, she is an old woman.
What year was her crime? What year was her peak?
This was jolly old England in the 1800s. It was a different time, man.
Victorian era.
That's wicked witch stuff. This lady could have cast a spell. She'll have your guy in a what do you call it?
That was some
cauldron.
hardcore
Double.
shit back then.
Yeah, she was apprehended in 1896 in April, and then she died in June of 1896.
Oh, no
What a
stamp.
bitch.
She didn't make
Only
it very
lasted
long.
2 months in prison.
Yeah, I think she
Jeffrey
was
Dahmer
young.
lasted 2 years.
But
Bro,
was
didn't they hung her to death?
Yeah,
It's hard
Dahmer-
to live while you're hanging to death.
Yeah.
Israel Keys killed himself, but he was homeschooled.
It only took the jury 4.5 minutes to find Amelia guilty, and it was ruled that Dyer was legally dead once sentenced. And so, wait, hold on. Wait, what?
Bruh.
Oh, I missed something. But either way, I'm pretty sure she was killed in jail. I think all of our people, like, I know Eileen was killed through lethal injection. So, which is ironic because that's what she did for fun. So it's like, what the fuck, Eileen, you pussy bitch. But, you know, I don't know. This is a tough one. All ones, I mean, I think Dahmer is definitely in the top 2 for sure. Because he, like,
Yeah, Dahmer, when I heard his name,
I was like, he's gonna eat people. So really, have we talked about, so we did Eileen versus Amelia. Did we really get into Eileen versus Israel? Or maybe we should
Eileen was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, we should revisit that one.
Well, like I said, he was in the army.
I'm sure
hand.
Statistically, one of the dudes she killed had to have been in the army, right?
Upper body strength.
She would kill.
Yeah, but fellas, we're
upper body
foolish when we
strength.
have a boner. We're foolish when we're all like we're all frenzied up. I could easily, every time I have a boner, anybody could kill me with using very little gusto.
Yeah, but he didn't get turned
I gotta
on
give that to
by
Eileen.
He didn't get turned on by prostitutes at all.
Well,
he's a weird one, Jack.
You know what? I think
I could not. I don't have the stats on that.
Damn. All right. You know what? I think we're gonna have to leave it to a vote then. So you know what? Let's start with Dahmer actually, since I think we're on agreement. If you think Jeffrey Dahmer should be in the top 2, raise your hand.
I'll go Dahmer.
Yep. That was a given. That is
No brainer.
Yeah, no brainer, because he is going to eat it out of your skull like a fucking hors d'oeuvre. All right.
I just wish my guy ate the babies. What's so hard about that?
Yeah, right? Like, why couldn't you just fucking souffle him real quick? Make like a little cream puff. They could have been a pastry.
Too
Fucking
fatty.
Tender with that baby. Really?
I know. Unbelievable. All right. If you think Amelia Dyer should make it to the top 2, raise
Boo. Boo.
I'll give it a video. All right. That's 2 for Amelia Dyer. All right. Weirdo Israel Keys. If you think Israel Keys.
You ought to be on the right side of history on this. Vote with your heart and your mind.
His name
was
is
in the
Israel.
army.
Do you really want to be an anti-Semite like Israel for the top 2? Raise your hand.
Oh.
All right.
I'm in for Israel.
All right. That's 2 for Israel.
Come on.
Damn. All right. If you think Eileen will make it to the top 2, raise your hand.
She probably will.
All right, this is a 3-way tie. Fuck. All right, so that's 2 for Eileen. So, all right, we're going to do this one more time. Babies. 400 babies.
Numbers don't lie. Come on.
Versus
8 people.
All right. Ian, I think it's up to you. You got to be the rule breaker. So we're going to do this one more time. Actually, we're just going to tell you, Ian, who do you think
Pick it.
Amelia, Israel, or Eileen?
I think it's gonna be Israel. Being in the army. Being in the army is gonna help you out.
Hey, he's the best. And he wrote a poem too.
Yeah. And Dyer's an old lady. And Eileen, I don't know much about her. I Googled her to see if she had any height or weight stats.
I know, I couldn't find any either.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty
sure I'm just going to chalk it up to Ian hates women, so that's fine. He doesn't support women in serial killing or comedy. No, that was a really tough call. I mean, serial killers in a bare knuckle box, they've already killed people, so that is a hard call. But all right, you guys, I just want to thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Punch Out.
Pleasure.
And it's now up to the watchers. Don't forget to go vote in my poll on my Instagram at NotADamnCheese and see who's the real fucking winner is. Dahmer or Israel fucking Keys. All right, that's it for us. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Peace out.
We did it.